Come on, we're on it.
Good? Okay. First and foremost, we want to say, Allah, Yahweh, wa Yahweh. Double honors for the apostles and the elders, great Muslim. Salutations for the elect, pushing this truth and pushing this word and truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. You can get Revelations, Revelation 11:7. Starting with 6, actually. You know, here we are coming in we're about 18 hours, maybe 7, or no, about like 12 hours away from 2018. Yeah. And all Jay can think about is the new them, their new goals, all their dreams that they want to pursue in 2018. Little do they know, which they should know, because we've been pushing this work, but little do they know that the Most High has his own agenda and his own plans and his own goals that he's going to reach, right? That he's going to hit for 2018, and then they're going to be nothing nice for people who are not in this truth.
That's right, and the scripture says, seeking the Lord while he may be found. You've got people who have their own agenda that they want to accomplish by the year of 2018, but they don't want to turn to the Lord.
Exactly.
That's not one of their goals, man.
Exactly. You never hear that.
Yeah,
hear that.
The Lord Yahweh said, "Seek ye the Lord while they may be found, while the evil days come not." Man.
That's actually crazy. You never actually hear that.
So before the evil days come, you got to seek the Lord. Now, what's I saying? That's implying that the Lord is not going to be found one day, right? But again, just like I said, people don't say, you know what, I gotta repent, man, and turn my ways, from this world and serve the Lord, man. That's not one of their goals. One of their goals is, I gotta eat better, or this and that,
Get up in my weight class.
Yeah,
production, movie deals, all they care about.
Yeah, exactly, which is like, I'm not saying, it's not a bad thing, but, that shouldn't be your main motivation right now in this time. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, because that's actually a good point. They said that because all those things are whatever, but in the end of the day, like the brother said, no one's saying, yo, in 2018, I'm trying to get better with the Lord. I'm trying to get right with the Lord, even more so than I was in 2017. You know what I'm saying? No one's making goals like that. Everybody's making goals for their own, for the carnal, for the flesh. For the flesh, the flesh desires. Yeah. Not what the spirit desires.
It's the book of Romans chapter 11, verse 6. It says, "And if by grace, then is no more of works. Otherwise grace is no more grace, but if it be of works, then it is no more grace, otherwise work is no more work."
That's right, and it's beautiful because the brother just finished saying that this is the time where the Most High is giving his grace. This is where the Most High should be. This is the best time to seek the Most High. Because, as the brother said, man, the scriptures say that the Lord seeks low when he may be found, implying that there's going to be a time when the Lord won't be found. And that might happen in 2018, man. Lord willing it happens in 2018. Because every day, every year that we stay on this kingdom, we're subject to the amount of wickedness that multiplies every year, also in this kingdom, man. And those of us that are doing this work, in truth and sincerity, we don't want to be here anymore, man. We don't want to deal with this wickedness anymore, man. I know 2018 coming in, I'm praying for the prophecies to come in faster.
That's right, bro. And it says, verse 7, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
Which is weird, because guess what? It's weird, because no one really is seeking for this truth. The only people that are actually really seeking for the truth are the ones that are set to find it. You have the elect, like you have certain brothers out there that still need to be sealed, even including us, but most of the world, a small percentage of the world is seeking the truth. That's why 144,000 compared to how many billions of people on the planet. But here we are, man. The only reason why we're able to be out here in the brick cold and read this book and break it down properly is because we're seeking the truth as well, man. And we found it, but Lord willing was sealed for it. Ain't no one's gonna be out here doing this if they're not serious. This is not no joke, man. It's out here minus 35 degrees. And we've been out here before at minus 40 degrees preaching this, and people think it's a joke, think it's just a fad, like a phase that we're going to get through. This is the truth, man, and it will stand us forever.
Exactly, and then also, like, you have some people here who come, and they say, man, you guys are diligent, man.
Yeah.
Because they know that it's fucking cold out here. When you got people that walk by from one store to another store and they can't even stand here for 5 minutes, to talk to us, that goes to show you how fucking cold it is out here, man, right? But, I just wanted to bring out this one scripture, just talking about how Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, right? Mark, the book of Mark chapter 8, verse 18. Having eyes, see ye not? And having ears, hear ye not? And do ye not remember? That's right, man. So, these people, they got eyes, they got ears, but they don't hear what we're saying, and, they don't actually, see what's exactly, man. They don't see what's happening, man. You know why? Because this world has been conditioned into accepting, what's happening, in diverse places, and then, the next day, oh, you know what? It's not happening here, so therefore, whatever, man.
Yeah, what about Ebola?
Yeah.
Who remembers Ebola?
Exactly.
That's gone.
That's my point, exactly, yeah.
That's crazy.
Every year or every several years, there's the major big bang, like the fucking, I'm a flu shot, H1N1 virus, right? There was, one time where, people freaked the hell out of that, man, and then Ebola happened. And now, what are people talking about? Nothing, man.
Ain't nothing new now.
That's right.
What about that Vegas shooting? You don't hear nothing. Like, you don't hear that was just a couple months ago, bro.
Yeah.
So, that's how Esau's working, man. That's the condition. And y'all are blind. Cause we be out here. Like those of you that actually read the Bible and are actually trying to follow it and connect it to these future prophecies, the Lord talked about setting his prophets in the latter days.
Yeah.
Here we are. You got multiple camps across the whole world. I mean, over there in Europe and over here in the Western Hemisphere. Preaching the same thing and doing the work diligently, making videos.
The same doctrine. And they've never met.
That's it.
Like
never met.
Person,
yeah, exactly. Never met in person.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're able to keep in line with each other, and that's not weird to anybody. That's not cluing in to anybody. It's because the masses are dead. They're dead spiritually. All they do is move their with their carnal legs.
Yeah. And the Lord set it up beautifully because obviously the Lord knew everything, or the Lord knows everything, that, around this time, we're not going to be able to have, the ability to, I'm going to travel from one place to another, and then just, I'm going to do the work to right there and then. So what did the Lord do? The 144,000 that he reserved from the beginning, he set them up and he literally planted into different parts of the world, and mingled them, among the heathens, because, you're going to have Israelites who are going to look like the heathens, but they're Israelites, and they are part of the elect. And the Lord literally set that up from the beginning, to now, because, the Lord saved the best for the last, man. So, that's going to happen now, which goes to show you the work of the Lord. The Lord already knew what the beginning's going to look like before it actually started, man. So that's how, the Lord has it set up, man. Because, like the brother said, man, before, Yahweh Shah brings on a place, right? We're going to see people such the prophets in the streets, man. And we are the prophets, man. Because the word prophet, just like we always say, means to say before, to prophesy. And that was the spirit that Yahweh Shah came in, man. And it says right here, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, Yahweh Bashem Shai has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day.
That's right, man. What blinds you, man? What keeps you in sleep? Your own personal desires that come from the flesh.
That's right.
Because here we are moving into 2018. And like I said, man, everybody, all they care about is their own personal goals to prosper where? In this wicked kingdom.
Yeah.
To be honest, man, prospering in this kingdom is it should not be of any importance. Why? Because it's going to be destroyed any damn way. Everything that you're working hard towards everything that you put blood, sweat, and tears into, which prospered in this kingdom, in this world we live in, is going to be destroyed. So why work so hard for it, man? It makes no sense. But we're out here in the winter, in the brick cold, and in the summer, and doing videos 3 times a week, or even more on top of that, and meditating and praying about all this. Why? Because this endures forever. It only makes sense to work that hard for something that will last forever.
Can't exactly. And then also, like as an example, at my workplace, there was this lady, who just got let go, who got fired, and in another location, there's another lady who has been working, for that company for almost 20 years, and they just let her go, man. So the people, at my workplace, my coworkers, they looked at that and they're like, why the fuck am I giving all of my work and my effort, to this company when I don't even know when the fuck they're gonna let me go?
Right, working on days when you're sick, you should be resting.
Exactly.
You're doing it for them, and now you see what happens.
Exactly. So that's the spirit, that happens, or that's what's happening, at my workplace, which is the exact same thing, that that's the exact same spirit. So like that's the exact same spirit that we're in, because we're like, yo, this kingdom is fucking crashing. Why the fuck work hard and build, your life, or build your future looking 20 years from now when Yahweh is gonna return? So you gotta get right. That is the mandatory thing right now, man. It's getting right with Yahweh. Do not build your treasures on this fucking planet, man.
It's crazy, man, because piggybacking off what the brother's saying about his workplace, those are Edomites, like the Edomites that own those places, those are Edomites on a low level treating you like that.
Yeah,
what do you think your government is going to do when Yahweh takes down this kingdom, man? You think your government that you trust in, alright, the police force that you trust in, these Edomites are on a higher level, you think they're going to give 2 shits about you when Yahweh is raining down on them?
Yep.
That ain't, that's like those action movies you see. The guy, he has a bunch of servants, and he's about to get shot by arrows or guns, and he takes the person, he puts him in front of him. That's Esau, man.
Yeah.
That's how you fools, especially you Jakes, man. You Negroes and Latinos and North American Indians, you guys be the ones lining up first to protect Esau, man. Esau going to protect his damn self, man. But you will protect Esau over your own people.
Yeah.
Or rather than serve the Most High.
Yeah.
And that's why the Most High said what he said, that he will destroy you, because you're all fucked up, man. Your priorities are all fucked up.
Yeah, they're not straight.
They're not straight, man. And going back to our elders and our elders and the apostles and their elders, they've been speaking for, if you conclude, that's 100+ years almost now. Down near 100+ years they've been speaking for it, and Jake still ain't waking up. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only for the elect, but you 2/3 are still not waking up. So if the Most High sent down his prophets through Yahweh Shai to speak to you for over 100 years, and you're still not waking up, the Most High gotta do away with you, man. And then that's why you're gonna come back through the seed of the elect, because now you're gonna have that righteous gene in you. Right, because the elect will be made righteous, whole again. That's why, man, like you said, man, none of this shit impresses. Like, man, I wake up every day in the morning, and I look on my phone, I see all these posts of these different technology, new age shit, on Instagram and stuff. And yeah, like I'm loud to the point where like, man, that's how much power Esau has over this technology. But as far as like everybody's going crazy about this new iPhone X. It's like, man, none of this shit impresses us anymore, man. Because we know this doesn't last forever.
It's the same shit over and over, like every day you go to work,
even 2K, like that, and I love 2K, but at times I'm playing it like, man, I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Like, this ain't much.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Just keep you at bay for a bit until your Yahweh comes.
No, exactly. So everything is carnal, man. Like, there's people that you see, like when you're just walking around, at the grocery store or whatever. Yeah. There's people that you see, that you haven't seen in so many years, and when you were, in your childhood, like, you remember so and so, and then when you see them, they're doing the exact same thing, man.
Like that 5,
Yo,
10 years ago.
the exact same thing over and over and over, just going to work, coming home, paycheck, go to the store, give it to to the government, drive the groceries, go home, eat that shit, go to work every fucking day. That's what people call life today, man. So all of this shit right here is carnal, man.
And you know what?
carnal, and it's not fun, just like I said, all of this is carnal and it's not going to last. The exact same thing that the brother is saying, man.
Yeah.
It's temporary.
It's crazy, man, real quick, because you Jakes that watch this video, you might say, well, you know what, I'm an actor, I'm doing different things. Man, you're acting every day. It's the same thing every day. And yeah, you might love what you do. Let's say you're a ball player, you're a sports player, you're playing that sport every day, and you might love what you do, but you're loving the wrong thing. So,
yeah,
I was like, oh, word?
Yeah.
Spirit not coming out like that?
That's it, yeah.
I was like, shit. That's
it
crazy.
looks like you,
yeah, it looks exactly like you. That's crazy. But, the Most High has Esau keeping you asleep because you're so in love and focused on that thing that you're doing every day, whether it be you reaching your dreams or your goals, that you don't know that hey, it could be damn near in February where the world ends, man. It could be in January where the Most High's like, fuck it, that's it. Bang bang, the elect has been sealed, bang, and Hellshire is coming.
Yeah. Or, just like what the brother said, you could be a professional athlete and the Lord can end your world by taking out your ACL, man. And then that's it, you're done, for your career. Or if you're an actor, the Lord can give you cancer or something, and you can't act no more, or you can't sing no more, man. So nothing is fucking nothing lasts forever on this kingdom. Because this is Esau's kingdom and he has a time limit. That's what the scripture says, for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning with Apollo. Showing you, that there is a limit to Esau's rulership, whereas with Jacob it says that the saints are going to possess the kingdom forever and never and ever. So there's no time limit for Jacob when we come into rulership. So you can't put your heart and your blood and your sweat and your tears in this kingdom, man. It don't make any fucking sense.
The Most High, the only thing the Most High can take anything away from you. The only thing that you have a chance to keep it forever is the truth if you're sincere in it.
Yeah. Hey, the scripture says the truth endures forever.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
There you go, man.
Yeah, even when you're not, even when the Most High take it from you, it still lasts forever.
It still lasts forever.
It ain't even about you, man. It's about the Most High's word.
Yeah. Exactly, because you got people, who they start questioning the Lord because they want the Lord to work on their time limit, man. You got people who don't believe in the Most High because of things that happen of things that happen in their lifetime. So then now they question the Lord. Why is people happening around the world? Because they want the Lord to work on their time, not knowing that the Lord controls everything, man.
You're working on his time, not the other way around.
Exactly, man. Who the fuck are you? Hey, the scripture says that the Lord can raise up children unto Abraham from rocks. So I'm going to show you, the rock.
We ain't shit, man. We ain't shit.
Literally nothing,
We're
man.
just a bunch of we're just a bunch of walking meats on the planet, man.
Yeah.
That's it. That are housing spirits.
Grasshoppers.
That comes,
That's what the scripture says.
that comes from the Most High.
Yeah.
We ain't shit, man. That's why it makes no sense to be proud, to be proudful. Be prideful in this thing, man. Or even when you're not in the truth.
The book of Matthew 6 verse 19. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
And look at R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yo, R. Kelly. That guy didn't been in the game for at least 35 plus years, singing, making all that moolah, and his best friends, people he considered his family, had robbed his whole place. They left the bottle of Hennessy, so they left it in the living room there. The man can't leave the drink his sorrows away.
Yo, that's what the scripture says,
Literally.
Give unto him strong drink that is ready to perish.
Come on, man. This guy didn't trust his whole riches onto his best friend's so-called family, and they robbed him.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Niggas are niggas, man.
Yeah. Thieves and moths.
That's it, man. And you put them, you show them all this. That's why the scripture say, when thou gettest a friend
Yeah.
restrained from
It says like I'm approved that friend first.
first,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Prove that friend first.
Yeah.
Man.
You gotta prove him.
That's right, man. Because you know what, Jake is always trying to Jake is always trying to be on that come up.
Yeah.
You know, always trying to, and it don't matter if he has to step on his own family to get there.
Yeah.
That's why you Israelites, you Jakes that are in the entertainment world, we know what you've done, man. We know what you've done to get there.
Yeah.
You've either lost one of your best family, one of your best friends, or sacrificed one of your family members to get there, man. 'Cause that's how Esau works. And you know way you're gonna get money in Esau's kingdom
And
of his own money and
yeah.
not do what he wants to do.
You gotta give, to be given to.
Like that makes no exactly, which makes no sense, man.
Yeah. Esau will not give you, and then
Some pastor needs to read, some poor Chuck Eaton pastor needs to read the scripture to R. Kelly.
yeah.
You know, and maybe humble him. That was a humbling moment.
Yo, I laugh when I hear stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even what's his name? From Fast and the Furious, Tyrese.
Oh yeah, Tyrese.
Esau took his daughter from him. Look at him bawling his eyes out on social media, man. See, ain't nothing here is yours, man. Even your own children are Esau's, man.
Exactly, yeah. And then, that's why the Lord Yahweh said, I will laugh at your calamities, man.
Because he's laughing right now.
Exactly, because, there's this, these Jake actors, and movie, con artists or whatever, right? They know this truth, man. And they know what they're doing is wicked. But because, they try to leave away that shit like that, take your children away from you, and then, you got grown-ass men crying on social media to the, to the whole world, and then, you know what? The Lord Yahweh gets the last laugh, man, through his elect. Because we look at that and we laugh at you, man.
Yeah, man.
Because you are what people look up to in this world. You are what people worship. They freaking worship you people, man.
That's right.
But the Lord is literally bringing you down one by one, and then the Lord's gonna raise us up in righteousness, not according to this world, man. We're gonna be the celebrities in righteousness, man.
That's right, man. Because you know what, all you celebrities have came across our videos on one time or the other, and you read the scriptures, man, but you didn't choose to adhere to it, man.
Yeah.
So guess what? The Most High is putting judgment on you. That's all that is, man. That's judgment, man.
Fine. Just like about a year ago, Mike Epps, right? It was actually, like in my past few years, when he was making a mockery of us, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then it was him and his friend, and then the Lord put his friend to death, man. The Lord Yahweh put his friend to death, and then Mike Epps ran, into the Akium a few more times, and he was apologizing to us, man.
Showing you, he woke up a little bit spiritually.
Yeah.
Like he knew that the Most High was dealing with him for something he did.
Yeah.
Whether he knows what it is he did or not, he knows he fucked up somewhere in some time of his lifetime, and he came to who? He came to the men out here doing this work, and he apologized.
Yeah, a few times.
That's crazy.
And what, we did not accept it, man. Because you do not play around with this, man. You can, basically, I'm make fun of the world or whatever the fuck you want. But as soon as you come against the Lord and his men, that's it, man. It's over for you, man.
The Most High says, when thou hast a child, be now as a friend to him.
Yeah.
And that's why the brother said that, because you know what? You'll forgive Jake, and they'll be on the righteous walk for a month, and then they'll go back to them same old selves. So it's just a big circle. It's no point, man.
Yeah.
The only actions speak louder than the words. If you were truly sorry, you would be trying to get into this thing. Man.
Yeah.
That's really what it boils down to. Because this is it. This is how you get saved. This is it, man. This is how your troubles go away. This is how you get everything you ever wanted and more.
More, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, everything that you desire for, when you came into this truth and you heard about the names of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Mashah, that's a blessing right there, man. Because that name is only given to a select few, man.
Right.
Of course, you're gonna have people of the world who are gonna hear it, but when they call on the Lord's not gonna hear them, man.
That's right.
That's why the scripture tells you, that this truth, is like a treasure, man.
That's right.
And it says right here, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven.
Okay, so how are you supposed to lay yourself up treasures in heaven? By doing the will of the Most High, man, and His Son. This is what Because what did the Yahushua said? He said, I go away and I go to build many mansions for you.
Yeah. In,
So
in my father's house, there's many mansions.
There's many
right?
mansions. So when the Most High says that Yahushua to come down here to redeem the elect, guess what? The elect, up until the time Yahushua has came down here, the elect have been what? Building up heavenly treasures, man, by doing this work. Because everything we do is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. That's why you can't be carnal and understand this truth, man. It makes no sense. You have to have a spiritual mind to understand reincarnation. You have to have a spiritual mind to understand the Gentiles, and then Cornelius is not an Israelite, or not an Edomite. That's Satan. You know? You have to have a spiritual mind.
Right there,
exactly.
Exactly,
you know? So you have to have a spiritual mind to be in this thing, man. So everything we do was building up, and that's why people on the outside are mocking us, either they mock us, hate us, or they just walk by us and ignore us, because what they can't see what's happening spiritually, because they're looking through carnal eyes. And it's crazy, man. When we say angels come pass round about us, that's spiritual. Ain't nobody carnal gonna come up here see an angel. Make no sense.
And if they do, they won't even understand it.
They'll bug out. What the fuck is that? If they bug out, they'll think, man, that crack I was smoking today must have really got me.
Exactly. Exactly, because they're carnal. They're literally one-way carnal.
They don't know things happen spiritually.
And it says, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and
so
nor
guess what?
steal.
Ain't no thief has broken into this. Ain't no thief has stolen this. Ain't no moth has corrupted what we're doing. Because this is the stuff that those thieves and moth can't corrupt. Because it's the truth, man. It's spiritual. It's the truth.
You cannot mix the pure truth of the scriptures with whatever is in the world. Hence why, the true breakdowns of everything is coming out, through the apostles, given by Habashim al-Shah, man. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So that's exactly it, because that's how the Lord set it up to be, man. Because you got people who believe, they say that they claim to believe in the Bible, but what they've been taught is lies, right? And that's not going to endure forever, because it's a fucking lie, man. And that's what, and that's why the truth is coming out, about the breakdown of everything, the virgin birth, or the stop of virgin birth, right?
Exactly.
Conception, exactly, man. Because you got people who should believe in that wholeheartedly, man.
You out here having sex every damn day, popping out babies, but yet Mary is going to be the one who doesn't do it. Come on, man. You're out here every day eating apples, you're not getting wiser, but you're going to believe in Adam and Eve ate an actual apple.
It doesn't even say apple in the Bible.
It doesn't even say apple, it says a fruit.
It goes to show you the deception, man.
That's it, man. That's it.
It says a fruit, man.
Crazy.
It could be any fruit,
It could be a pear, it could be a banana, bro. Banana's a fruit.
But again, man, those are metaphors that we're using the scriptures to talk about the philosophies, man.
That's right.
But anyways, fuck that, man. These people will never understand.
Exactly.
Verse 21, it says, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart also be."
And that's why people can actually see. People see us and they say we're diligent, because this is where our mind is, man. It's constantly on this. And like I said, we're not out here. We're making videos. We're not making videos. Even like when I'm playing like video games, just to to take it easy on myself, whatever. My mind is still on the scriptures, man.
Your mind's on the scriptures daily, man.
Exactly. So it makes sense.
Won't stop, eh?
Yeah. See, there you go. Yeah, how you doing, man? You guys good?
Man.
Good. How are you, man?
Good. Nice to see you, man.
That's the spirit right there, right? It's like if you guys can't stop,
I
won't
went to high
stop.
school with those two guys.
That's right,
Can't
man.
stop, won't stop. That's exactly. Hey, that's a video right there. That's a video right there.
Exactly. The scripture says, "Preach the word, be ye therefore instant, in season and out of season."
That's right, man. That's right. And that's it, man. That's it. Go ahead.
Going back to the book of Romans, right? I read verse 8 of chapter 11. Yeah.
Sirach 34, read 1 to 2.
Khan. This is the book of Sirach.
Ecclesiasticus.
You said 34?
Yeah, 34.
Verse 1. This is the
Book
book of
going into all these goals and vain goals.
glory.
Yeah, glory that these guys are looking forward to in 2018.
The book of Sirach, chapter 34, in Apocrypha, verse 1. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false.
Why? It makes complete sense. If you have all these hopes, like I said, man, if this brother saw me trying out for a college basketball team, he'd be like, "What the hell's going on? What are you doing?" Yo, it's 2018, man. I'm trying to get my shit up. I'm trying to play overseas. I'm trying to do something, you know?
All this hell, still trying to make it in the world. Fuck that, bro.
Man. And that's the thing, man. You people make these goals in whatever, man. These goals, always saying these goals should never trump the main goal, which should be salvation. You never know when the Most High is coming, man.
That's right, huh?
So your main goal should be salvation, but a man's hope that is void of understanding are vain. So if your hopes are this and that and the third, but you don't understand the truth, they're vain. They ain't gonna do nothing. They have no substance behind them.
Because a man's hope, and a man of understanding, they understand that what they need to do in order to be delivered, because that's the main hope right there, man. But if your hope is vain, if your understanding is vain, then whatever you hope for, it will also be vain. Just like how they say in the world, roughly paraphrasing, if you play a stupid game, you'll receive a stupid prize, man. So right, if you don't know what the fuck you're in, man, that reward, that's gonna come out of it will also be vain, man. Right? So you gotta have understanding and know what you're doing, man. A man of understanding, a man of wisdom, knowledge and understanding of the scriptures will know that the main and the end goal of this is to be delivered, man. And to be a part of the elect. That's it.
That's it, man. Because and then when you understand that, then these goals that you put on such a high pedestal will end up being nothing to you. Eventually, yeah, you might still play ball, to keep yourself at bay. Now you went from, okay, I want to play in the NBA to now I'm good with just playing men's league,
What's up, young brothers?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, you're not lying today, man.
Nah, man, see what you're talking about.
What y'all doing?
Yeah, man, doing the work, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man. You know what I mean?
I see you. All what you got now, huh?
Yeah, man. So just like what the brother said, man, is that you
What
gotta
you guys
have,
doing?
is
You're balling
that,
for God's court, huh?
what's that?
You're balling for God's court.
That's it, man. Really, that's it. Because, a lot of people don't understand that, we live in a world that's wicked. Very wicked. That's why all that shit happens. But all people ever care about is what's trending, right? The new clothes, the new shit, new music, all that stuff that's out. But the most important thing is what you're gonna do when the Most High comes here. When the Lord comes, and you haven't been living according to how He said you should be living, what are you gonna do?
I feel you on that.
That's, and then that's a deep question, but that's something people don't want to talk about. Be like, yo, bro, you killing my vibe, bro. I'm not trying to deal with that shit right now. I'm just trying to get high and live in the moment. It's because you're scared. That's the truth. Most people on this planet are too scared to face the truth. Reality. The reality is that this place is fucked, and guess what? The Most High is coming soon. And when He does with His Son, what are you going to do? What are you going to say for salvation? Because He's not coming here with peace. He's pissed off.
That's right.
He's coming here to destroy shit and rearrange everything.
That's right, man. Because if you look at the state of the world today, it's the same thing that was happening in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Where Noah. Hey, the Lord is literally just repeating everything again, man. People do not basically accept the wickedness or whatever is happening in the world when you tell them, man. Because when you look at the world, man, you got fattest all over the fucking place, man. What happened in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah? The Lord literally fucking wiped out that place up, man.
It's just like America.
Hey, man, and then what they teach you in these churches is that God is just all about love and that's it, man. Whereas in the time of in the time of Noah, what happened, man? The Lord destroyed the whole fucking planet, man. There was babies, elderly women, whatever. The Lord killed them all off, man. So the Lord is not just all about love and that's it, man. You know,
Right?
you know, if you fuck up, he will fuck you up too, man.
That's
You know
why
what
you
I
gotta
mean?
stay away from these churches, man, because they be giving you the wrong mindset of the Lord.
That's
They
fair.
think that you can go ahead, like, you know, I'm wicked all the way up to Saturday, and on Sunday I'm gonna be righteous, and then come back and be my old self again.
Come on, man, you know. I got a scripture right here.
What do you mean? I don't see no. I can't.
Hey, Spaniel, is it? Hey, man.
Hey, man, what's up, bro?
Good.
How are you, alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, man.
You guys still preaching the good word?
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
That's good, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know anywhere near enough on our shoot, but
Yeah, man, it's all about, as long as you're sincere, man.
yeah,
If you're sincere, you know, at one point we didn't know what we know now.
exactly.
As long as you're sincere, you know, according to the truth, and you can be sincere according to a lie.
Absolutely.
Right?
You could be sincere but sincerely wrong.
Exactly.
That's right, man.
But if you're sincere according to the truth, then the Most High, man, more willing, He'll save you. Because we're living in a time where people want to, we were just finished saying to those guys that we're living in a time where people love to ignore, or it's easy to ignore the wickedness that's happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants to live in their own bubble and not wake up to reality. The reality is we live in a very wicked world, and the more wicked it comes, the more wicked it becomes, the faster the Lord's going to get here. And when He gets here, what are you going to say for salvation?
I was in church this morning, Lord. I was like,
Right?
I was like,
And that's going to be most people's answers. But really, the thing is, even in these churches, man, they're not fully giving you the truth.
yeah.
Right?
Excuse me, the full truth.
Yeah, the full truth. And
Yeah.
if that's the full truth, it's a lie.
Yeah, man.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, come on, because you know, like that's exactly what what the brother was saying. Just like in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, like it told you the state of what's happening back then. And the reason why the Lord, actually, he pretty much wiped out that place. In the time of Noah, there was wickedness. And before the Lord, basically, before the Lord destroys the place, what does He do? He sets up His men to preach, and to tell the people what's happening, man. Because then, when the Lord does something, then you can't say, I never knew.
Exactly.
Right?
That wouldn't be fair, right?
No,
The Most High is a just man.
That's right, man. And I got a scripture right here. This is in the book of this is in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. It says right here, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law." Oh no. Sorry. It's in the book of Matthew. I believe the 10th verse.
Oh, okay, the 7 peace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's in the churches. That's a big vibration to push out. The Lord loves everybody. He's coming to 7 peace. But they forget to put it, the rule in the examples when the Most High was angry.
Yeah.
Is it not saying that He's a jealous power?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
So
right here. It's the book of Matthew,
That's right.
chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to set peace on the earth.
right?
I came not to set peace, but a sword.
So when the Most High comes here and all hell breaks loose and He comes to you, it's like, so He asks you a basic question: why should I save you?
Yeah.
That's what's your answer going to be. And most people don't even have an answer.
No.
And you know what? The thing is, if the Most High is coming to you asking you why He should save you, He's not really going to save you. Because if you were already doing His work, He would already save you. He wouldn't have to come to you, why should I save you? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the work is to know His knowledge, know the name, because we call Him Jesus Christ and God. That's not a true name. That's a Greek name. The
Who's the Hebrew
He's the
Israelite?
Hebrew Israelite. When He knocked Paul off that horse, that whole conversation they had, where Paul even asked his name, it was all Hebrew. So it gets, when you get smarter, you get deeper, it gets deeper.
There are levels, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
There
And
are levels, sir.
the most important thing is the name, which is Yahweh Shai, who everybody calls Jesus Christ, and Yahweh is your Heavenly Father, who everybody calls God. Those are the two names that you should be praying in, and through sincerity of your heart, Lord willing, He'll save you.
Absolutely. Hey,
That's it.
you guys are
right,
doing
bro.
awesome work.
Appreciate it.
It's important. Somebody's got to be zealous
Exactly.
enough to stand in the cold, right? Even when it's
We were just finished talking about that because
Yeah,
it says be instant
In season and out of season.
in season. Right now we're out of season.
season. It's fucking
And
cold.
it's
cold.
cold.
It is
And
what
we
it
don't
is.
like being out here, but we got to do it because one, we fear the Most High. Two, we want to be saved.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, my power to you. I mean, it's great.
Absolutely.
Challenging in my faith,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
every time,
Iron sharpens iron.
absolutely. I mean, it's. I was just thinking about this literally this morning, driving to church. I was like, I struggle with my faith. Like, I don't think anybody doesn't struggle with their faith. Like, I struggle with my faith. I mean, it's something that I'm just so. I it doesn't matter that I grew up in the church.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all human beings. Like,
Well,
I
yeah,
struggle.
because the scripture tells you that that your spiritual self is fighting against
The physical self.
against the physical self.
physical self.
So like you said, we do struggle all the
I
time.
struggle with my faith. I mean, it doesn't matter if you came up singing in the church and anything, right?
Right, it don't matter.
It's every day is fresh.
Exactly.
So-
Every man has his own demons.
Exactly. Demons to fight. Exactly. They're never the same ones from man to man.
Exactly.
But anyways, guys.
Alright, man, take care of yourself. Hey, it's cold out
Yeah,
there.
take care, man. I'll see you.
Yeah, man. Take
see
care,
you.
bro. Yeah, man.
See you, bro.
Take care, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Lord willing, man. The brother seems a little sincere. Man.
Yeah, I know him. Like, I went through the, the like,
The business.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly.
That shit really is big. Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah, man. But like it is what it is. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah, I know.
I don't really care about it, man. Fuck that business, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, look, you got your traffic that shit with you.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm a yo, man.
Because she's into it, right? She
Well,
loves it.
yeah, but like, I'm a now, I'm gonna, like, she just, I'm a going to, like, I'm a, understand that, like, I'm a, it's a pyramid,
It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where, like, I'm a, the
top gets more than the bottom.
It's more than the bottom, exactly, man.
The bottom works harder than the top.
Yeah,
That's how it works in the
Yeah.
whole world. How it works.
Yeah, man. And it took her time to understand. I'm like, yo, look at that shit, bro. Like, you do most of the work while, your so-called leaders are the ones, who are the ones, that benefit from it.
Bro, they try to get me that shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck off with that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time I got my hair stuff up there,
Yeah.
you're like, yo, so what are you? I'm like, man, Brody, don't be.
Well, yeah.
You trying to get him?
Yeah, no, because it's all about numbers.
It's all, exactly. The more servants he gets,
Yeah.
the more profits he'll make.
Yeah, as soon as, like, I basically saw that, man, I was like, yo, I'm, I have to tell the brothers, I don't do it because,
You were telling,
Yeah, because, like, that shit consumes your time, and it's not beneficial to you.
Yeah, that's right. Very true.
Especially if you know this truth, man, why the fuck would you put your time and effort into that shit,
I'm already
man?
doing too much.
Yeah. But anyways, man, going back to Sirach, chapter 34, verse 1, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false.
That's like it. This is the conditioning that Esau has people. It's not damn near minus 35, but because fashion is a big thing, people out here ready to wear skirts.
Yeah.
When you go to the clubs and it's like minus 35 and there's a lineup, women are wearing skirts to get inside there, man.
You got pregnant woman in this club. She can't fucking walk, but she wants to fucking grind on a man. That's not even hers.
Crazy. Anyhow, let's finish this up and then we'll
Come on. It says, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lifted up fools.
Dreams lift up fools, man.
Yeah.
That's why, and every year, that's what happens, man. 2 weeks prior before the year, here comes 2018. I'm about to be on my new shit. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. These are all your dreams and goals. But dreams lift up fools. Why do they lift you up? Because they're vain. A dream is here once, one moment is gone the next. You know what? But if you have dreams according to the Most High, where the brothers have had dreams where all hell was breaking loose and some of the brothers got saved in their dreams. Yeah. Or you saw missiles, those wake you up. They don't lift you, they wake you up, man.
And I'm the business, that we're talking about, how they actually get you is they feed you your dreams and your goals. What do you want to be, what do you want.
That's so crazy, how good you be talking to me too.
And they're so fucking good at their words that it actually makes you believe that you can actually reach those things, man.
Exactly.
You got people in Regina who say, I want a Bugatti, I want 5 of them, and they actually sincerely believe that they're gonna get it due to the words that these people use to actually manipulate your mind into doing, what you need to do with this shop, which actually, you know what I mean?
Spend your money, really.
Exactly, man.
Spend your money so that they can make more.
More, exactly. That's why Scripture says, dreams lift up fools. You are actually a fool if you believe in those shit, man. Literally, man.
Hey, do not dream to make it into the entertainment world. Do not dream to make it into the NBA, the NFL, all these different things. You dream to do this, but when you get up to those places, all you are is a bigger and richer slave to a bigger and richer master. Man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
All
Because
you NBA, all you like Derrick Rose, this
Yeah.
guy wanted to leave the league,
Yeah.
and he had to come back. Guess why? Because his Adidas contract requires him to play in the games, and if he needs to make if he wants to keep making that money. All right, he needs to be playing in the games, no matter how much. Man, that guy, you could just see by his spirit, he hates it. He hates it. Like, what the fuck am I doing, man?
Yeah.
All I've been doing is getting injured, getting all this bad luck, but yet I'm forced to play in here.
yeah, exactly, man. Which goes to show you that these celebrities who make millions and millions of dollars, they're owned. So that goes to show you how much more is the person that's owning them fucking making, man. You gotta ask yourself those questions, man.
Exactly.
You know, yo, that's the exact same thing.
LeBron James.
Yeah,
Like,
LeBron,
he's
you know,
a billionaire.
God.
You include all his endorsements, his
Yeah.
NBA contract, he's a billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. Which again, right? You know, just like on a lower level, you got people who say, you know what, I make $45 an hour at my workplace, and then like some people, would look at him and like, holy fuck, man,
That's crazy.
yo, this nigga makes a lot of fucking money.
Right.
But the boss, how much does he
paying him.
make?
That's
The
paying him.
person that's giving him the money, how much does he make?
If he has the money to give you $45 an hour and
Yeah.
you put it in overtime too on certain days, this guy must have tons of money. And what about his boss? And the boss on top of that boss?
Exactly. And then goes through the elites.
Pyramid.
Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that these people are worth, man.
Pyramid scheme, man.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly it. And then verse 2, that's right here. It says, "Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at the shadow,
right.
at a shadow, and
You have
follows."
kids, you see kids trying to run away from the
Yeah.
shadow, trying to catch the shadow. They look like a fool. It's the same way the Most High is saying you look like when you're trying to chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Especially if your dream is not in line with the scriptures.
Exactly. Or sometimes you might have some cats or dogs who are trying to catch their tail.
Yeah,
and they're just running in circles. It's like, what the
God.
fuck, man? You guys
Yeah.
stupid? Do you not know that you're actually just chasing yourself?
Yeah,
You
God.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the
God.
same thing, right? It says right here, "Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind." How can you follow the wind, man? It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
God. That's it, man.
That's crazy. But that was verse 2 on that one.
Alright, and that's it on that. We're going to say, Kah
Allah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah.
and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone.
Yeah.
And salutation to the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Man.
Yep, that's right.
Death and destruction to this wicked kingdom.
Yeah.
And Lord will in 2018 when we get up out of here, man.
Lord's will, man.
Lord's will. Shalom.
Shalom.